Hello, my name is Sifu John Constantine. I'm the Chief Instructor and founder of AMA Wing Chun Kung Fu. In this short video, what I want to do is take you through the third section of the first form and show you how to perform the movements and help you understand a little bit more about the techniques and positions and the core movements of the Wing Chun system. Stay tuned. Okay, so the third section of the first form is really about application. Specifically, you're using the principles of economy and motion, and of course, we're always working through the centerline theory. With regards to speed and power and strength, you're basically using all the elements that you've developed in the previous two sections to actually execute a technique. So the tempo for the form is not too fast and it's not too slow. Okay, so let's take you through the third section. So your hands are back to the sides of the chest. What I want you to do is open your left hand, take it forwards and across towards the opposite shoulder. So you should see my palm. So when you're working in front of a mirror, which is the best training tool because you can self-evaluate and correct, you should see your palm in the mirror. Your thumb should be bent and your fingers should be closed together. So then you drop your hand back into the side and you're chambering into a side palm strike. And then what I want you to do is hit forward with the side palm like so. Then turn to a palm up position, keep your elbow locked, and then Hyun Sao, you circle the hand inwards across towards the opposite shoulder, keeping the elbow locked throughout, and then turn, cut across, grip, and pull back. And you repeat the same movement on the other side. You open the right palm, you go forwards and across with a forward Park Sao. Then bring the hand back into the center line, chamber to a side palm, and then strike using the side palm. Palm up, circle, keep the elbow locked, cut across, grip, turn upside down, pull back, sharp. Try that. Okay, so then we go on to the next section, or the next part of the third section. So your hands are back, so you open the palm. Then you drop the hand low, and all these movements are done simultaneously, so they're quite fast. You drop the hand low, and then you push the hand forward to form a Tan Sao. So as your wrist gets into the center line, you actually want which is very similar to a Mun Sao. So the hand is just basically up. So you're taking it low, you're pushing it forward, and in application, you would have established contact at this point, and then you push and you turn the palm up to form the Tan Sao. So the basic principles behind Tan Sao, which I will go into a lot more detail in another video later on, you want the 1-3-5 angle, and you want your palm flat as if you're resting a cup on the palm, like so. Your elbow and your wrist should be in line with your center line, so it's not entirely over. However, you can work that just to build the flexibility in the muscles, because it's actually quite difficult to get your elbow and your wrist tight along the center line. So what we're trying to do is get the elbow and the wrist as tight as possible, because under pressure you might move slightly out. So this is your Tan Sao movement. You can check that the elbow's correct by just literally rotating up to form Bong Sao. When you form the bong, you want to make sure that your bone is in line with your center line and not across towards the shoulder like so. And there's a reason why we do that. So you keep your Bong Sao here and you just turn the elbow in to form Tan Sao. So this move is the most important move, in my opinion, of the Wing Chun system. So there's your Tan Sao. Then what I want you to do is keep your elbow fixed and sweep your arm, low to cover using the Gan Sao. So let's just do that again. So you're here like so with Tan. Then what I want you to do is sweep the hand low to form Gan Sao. And obviously, if I step back just a little bit more, hopefully you can still hear me. You want the hand a fist distance away from the groin, and you actually want it in front of the groin like so. So that's your Gan Sao. Turn the palm up and hit up towards chin level like so. Then what I want you to do is Hyun Sao. Circle the hand all the way back, inwards, bringing your elbow back towards the outside or the edge of your back, like so. The small finger is the guiding point with this technique. To perform the Hyun Sao, you need a very strong hand. Although they say it's a soft move, well, you can't do that with a soft hand. You have to have a strong hand. So you circle your elbow right the way back, small finger down to the floor, keep the thumb nice and strong, and then you strike forward with the side palm, and you make sure that the side palm is over and across your center line. Then when you turn the palm up, you are back with the hand on the center line. You hit up, you circle, cut across, grip, and pull back, and you repeat the same movements on the other side. Have a go. Okay, so now we're onto the Bong Sao sequence. So you're in your basic stance, you open your left hand, you push the hands across towards the center. As your wrist gets in line with your center line, you start to lift and rotate through the joint, and it's like I'm showing you the time with this part of my wrist, like so. So the basic principles behind the Bong Sao, like I've said, in my opinion, the Bong Sao is the most important shape in the Wing Chun system, followed by the Tan Sao. But you could, if you wanted to, say that Tan is the most important, followed by Bong. It's up to you. It's horses for courses as far as I'm concerned. The basic principle behind the Bong Sao, this bone must be in line with your center line. Okay? Then you've got your elbow the same height as the shoulder. The back of the arm must be parallel to your center line, and the wrist must be further forward than the elbow joint at a 135, and the elbow must be higher than the wrist. So there's quite a lot of points there. If your bone is across like so towards the shoulder, like some people choose to do it, and like I said, I don't have a problem with that, you start to expose this side of your arm. And generally, if you're a skilled Wing Chun practitioner, whenever somebody's arm or elbow is forward and you see this side of the arm, you will pin it across with a Park Sao and control the outside gate, because that's the safest option. So if you do practice the Bong, then you are basically pushing across and exposing this side, which in our organisation and my opinion, it's not the greatest way to do it, because you're giving your opponent an opening or an opportunity for them to pin your arm. So it shouldn't really happen. Even when you perform the second form, the Bong Sao in Chum Kill, there's many different ways to perform it. Pow Bong, which is throwing, or just from here, dropping down. There's different ways to perform it, but still, when you're here, you do not want to be doing that. So from here in the second form, if you take it from a low position or a high position, depending on how you feel on that day, when you do the Bong, I do not go across. From here, I do not do this. Yeah, it's incorrect. You're going to pin my arm and push me across. So it's very important that you get these positions right in the first form. And it's very important that when you're practicing techniques, you're not making mistakes or errors that will allow your opponent to take advantage of your weaknesses. If you think about Wing Chun, we're generally training for perfect positions so that we're strong in really good positions when we're touching hands with our opponent. If we make a mistake and you're touching hands with a skilled practitioner, they're going to capitalize on that and take advantage of it. So I'm of the belief that you want to train for perfect positions and perfect placement of the technique, so that you're not making mistakes, so that in turn you're going to make it very difficult for your partner to do something. And in such a scenario, they're going to have to open up. They're going to have to start doing things to actually break your technique. So, Bong Sao. Open, push the hand across. When the wrist gets into the center line, flick it up and forward. Keep the bone in line with the center line. And when you do this technique, you'll notice that my hand is relaxed and I'm punching the shape forward. Like I said, Wing Chun to me is a very strong system. We're not completely power orientated, but we are a hard system, because you need to be when you are dealing with someone that's aggressive. You can still be soft, but not completely soft. You have to be strong and firm with that part of the form. Bong Sao, then you drop to Tam, the most important movement of the Wing Chun system. From here, then just pull the fingers back and then hit with a low palm strike, but it's hit high. So it's down here, but we're hiding secrets. We don't want to tell each other everything what we're doing. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then palm up, circle, inwards, cut across, and back, like so. Try that. Okay, so you've done the Bong Sao sequence, and like I said, this is the most important movement of the Wing Chun system. If you think about it, you're in Bong to Tam, Bong to Tam. When you do single stick, Bong to Tam, Bong to Tam. When you do Lok Sao, it's Bong, like so. When you do your combinations, Bong, Tam. When you're on the dummy, Bong, Tam. You're always making that change, that transitional movement from Bong to Tam. And in application, generally in Chi Sao, when you're forward, if there's too much pressure on the Bong Sao, we lose stick, so that we can counter with a Park Sao or something to control the outside gate. So that's generally why you're learning to fold and collapse with the movement to lose stick. Let's go on to the final part of the third section, Tut Sao, which means freeing arms. So you take your arm forward like so, and you place the knife edge part of the hand on the muscle of the forearm. Then you slide the arm down, you turn at wrists when the wrists meet, and then change to a Tut Sao on this side. You slide down when the wrists meet, you change. And you do that 3 times. You go 1, 2, 3, like so. So you finish on this side. Then you bring your right hand through to form the Wu Sao. You simultaneously start to punch to form Yak Chi Kyun, which is the center line punch, like so. Then you throw another punch, and you withdraw this hand back towards the side of the body. Palm up, circle the hand inwards, and then to complete the form, to close, you turn upwards and grip, like so. So you're catching the butterfly, or it's an inside gate lock, depending on your interpretation in the Wing Chun system. Then you pull, you slide your left leg to your right, you press down with the double palms, and then you show your salutation. Give that a go. Okay, there you have it, the third section of the first form. What I want you to do is go away, practice those movements, and then start to put together the first, second, and third section of the first form, in addition to learning how to open and close the stance, and obviously throw a centerline punch effectively along the center line. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the space below. If you want to contact me direct, you can visit the Facebook page, Amma Wing Chun Kung Fu, or you can visit our website, ammawingchun.com, to learn more about the courses, the classes, and our personal training sessions. Have a good training session, and I'll see you shortly when I'll start to show you the applications of the first form. In addition to that, I'm going to take you through 10 basic techniques of the Wing Chun system. Have a good day and take care. Thank you.